halls of West Virginia resound with the sounds of gold and blue football.
Almost heaven, West Virginia.
Now let's bring on the Mountaineers. Goes around about the 50 to 10 to 5. A touchdown, West Virginia. He did it.
He did it. Patrick White. Touchdown, Tay Von Austin.
But Don Nehlen's Mountaineers enjoy walking in where angels fear to tread.
I think you think that these guys are going to fall over dead for you. Well, I got news for you. They're going to punch you right in the mouth. It's Mountaineer pride.
Nothing cheap, nothing dirty, but West Virginia football. West Virginia football.
We've no doubt tonight they shouldn't have played the old Golden Boot. Not this night.
They've done it. They've done it. A perfect season. And the Mountaineers, for the first time in history, undefeated and untied.
Don Nehlen and his Mountaineers, for the second time, have finished a regular season with an unblemished mark.
Ain't no stopping the gold and blue.
It is a great night to be a Mountaineer wherever you may be.
What's going on, Mountaineer Nation? Welcome into another live stream here on the Country Roads webcast, February 18th edition, as we get set to talk about West Virginia adding another creative revenue source, something Wren Baker and company have done an excellent job of. And this latest edition, which is an upgrade to the Hope Coliseum, is just more proof of them finding creative ways to keep West Virginia competitive in today's collegiate landscape with all the different revenue sources that they are creating. For the university, that'll be the main topic at this one. Covered it a little bit earlier today in WVU News Daily, but I wanted to dive into the article released about it, talk about it further, and hopefully, do a little live stream here and get some of your all's interactions as well. Got a couple other little quick news pieces that we'll hit on throughout the stream as well. Mainly basketball related, couple little football things, but mainly a basketball related show here for this one. But I appreciate you guys tuning into this one, whether you're watching live or on a playback. Either way, you can help me out just by hitting that thumbs up button while you're in here watching the video. Giving the video a like helps it hit that YouTube algorithm so it can find more Mountaineer fans like you and me. And then if you haven't yet, be sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you can be notified when we do go live and do these live streams here on the channel. You can get all our pre-recorded videos directly into your feed, as well as we're putting out WVU News Daily every Monday through Friday morning here on the channel as well. So that's kind of what's on the docket for this one. And we'll try and get this one wrapped up fairly quickly, because I know we got the basketball game coming up, which is another great time to plug becoming a channel member here of the Country Roads webcast, which you can do by hitting the join button, which you can find beside the like button down there in the video description or over on our YouTube channel homepage. And why is it a great time? Because tonight we are doing one of our game watch party streams for the WVU basketball game tonight at 8:30. If you want to be a part of that, become a channel member there at the Almost Heaven level, and you can come watch the game with us. Of course, we can't share the game on screen. You guys watch it on your screen, we watch it on ours, but we'll provide a little commentary, talk about the ongoings, and have some fun watching the WVU basketball game together. So appreciate your support if you'd become a channel member. Helps me be able to keep the content coming, and you get a bunch of fun bonus content like those game watch parties, like a ton of other stuff that you get as well, film reviews, behind the scenes videos. The list goes on there. I won't babble on about it too much, but felt like it was a good time to plug it, since we do have a basketball game tonight that we will be doing one of those watch party streams for. So with that out of the way, let's talk a little bit about what we're referencing here with this revenue source for West Virginia. And if you got any questions, of course, drop them there in the chat. I'll respond to all the channel members, of course, as that's one of your perks that you get as well. And if you're not a channel member and you want to make sure your question gets answered, you can always send it as a super chat using that $sign there in the comment section. But let's talk about this new revenue source for WVU, because one thing that has been consistent lately with this athletic department is finding creative ways to bring in more revenue for the university, whether it's different partnerships. We've seen the partnership with Swill Dog. We've seen the partnership with Grant County Mulch. We've seen the partnership with Omaha Steaks. On down the line, just different creative and inventive ways that Wren Baker has found to keep West Virginia competitive in today's collegiate landscape, which is all about dollar signs, generating revenue for your university. And now they're bringing premium seating to the Hope Coliseum as another way to generate some more revenue source. There is one of the renderings, of course, here on the top of this article. I shared this earlier today in the WVU News Daily and a little bit of info, but now we can get into it hot and heavy from the article here over on WVUsports.com. So let's take a look here as the premium seating options will debut at the Hope Coliseum in time for next season, the 2026-2027 season, which gives a new look to portions of the lower level of the arena. The new premium seating options are designed to deliver an upgraded game day experience, providing a higher level of comfort, more convenience, and luxury to the building that will be entering its 56th year of operation. The addition of log seating will feature in-game food and drink wait service, cushioned swivel chairs, refrigerators, televisions, and cabinetry for storage. Then you'll also have the ledge seating, which the lodge seating I believe is sections 107 to 109. The ledge seating is going to be section 110. The ledge seating will contain in-game food and drink wait service, cushioned swivel chairs, and televisions. Both options are designed to take the game day excitement and enjoyment to a new level. Additionally, 2 lodge suites with upscale amenities will also be added to complete the premium space renovations for next season. So I think this is twofold and really cool because of that. Because if, as I talked about previously, gives West Virginia another revenue source, which to me is, priority number one when you do things like this. But it also can provide an upgraded experience for fans as well that are able to, sit in either of these sections. So you help out the fans, you help out the university. It's a win-win in my opinion. And we get a quote from Wren Baker about this decision and this move right here that will be providing premium seating to the Hope Coliseum in the future. As Wren Baker states, "We have been discussing and researching these premium options for some time, and they will be a valuable upgrade to the Hope Coliseum. You will find premium seating like this in all newer arenas, and this gives us a chance to modernize parts of the seating area while upgrading the viewing experience. We have a great home court advantage, but our fans have asked for additional premium seating options to go along with the courtside seats on the floor. Lodge and ledge seating is the logical next step, and the feedback from prospective buyers has been very positive. So they can be purchased for up to a maximum of 4 season tickets. Fans meeting a level of philanthropic, say that 5 times fast, philanthropic gift commitments to WVU Athletics will be eligible to participate in the premium seat selection process during the seat and parking adjustment phase later this year." Of course, philanthropic. Why can't I say that word tonight? I don't know. A philanthropic gift commitment of $50,000 or more in support of WVU Athletics will meet the eligibility requirements to participate in the premium seat selection process, which also includes access to courtside seating. And they go on to say more information will be provided when that period comes around. But all in all, as we roll back up here to the rendering, so you can get an idea of what this may look like, it's just another W from Wren Baker, as I put here in the video title, continuing to add to his legacy, in my opinion, with what he's done at WVU already, and just another way to find revenue for the university and to provide a really cool premium seating option for fans. It's another great job by Wren Baker, and I wanted to highlight that further and kind of explain it further in detail by going through the article here. It was kind of the main topic of discussion that I wanted to get into on this one. But other than that, we do have some other things I wanted to share here, one of which being the fact that we do have the awesome video recap of the UCF win, West Virginia's come from behind win over the Knights, which we will share here momentarily. But let's hit on a couple other things really quickly because I think the women's basketball team definitely deserves recognition for their season that they've been having, and I've been trying to do that, as well as recognize all the other West Virginia sports on WVU News Daily as we put that out here Monday through Friday. But this is really cool. So they're calling themselves Stress Virginia because they stress out the opponents, and they certainly have done a great job of that, forcing 631 turnovers this season. Incredible number. And they are number 1 in the Big 12 in turnovers forced per game, with nearly 24. They're averaging nearly 24 forced turnovers per game. I think they've had multiple games this season where they've forced over 30. They are number one in the Big 12 in steals per game at nearly 12. Jordan Harrison herself averages over 3 per game. She's had multiple games with more than 5 steals, and they're also number one in the Big 12 Conference in turnover margin, and that's one reason the women's basketball team is having such a successful season. And, forcing turnovers has been the calling card under Mark Kellogg, and that's continued this year, and I can't wait to see how far the women's basketball team will go in the future. In addition to that, I wanted to highlight the other things going on in Mountaineer sports this week. As, of course, the men's basketball game will tip tonight at 8:30. And as I said, if you're a channel member at the Almost Heaven level, you can join us for a game watch along. I'll wrap this up before too much longer so that I can get everything set up for that. But other than that, over the weekend, we have several Mountaineer sports in action. Friday, you get track and field at Penn State. Baseball starts their series at Liberty on Friday at 4, and tennis plays at Marshall on Friday at 4 as well. Saturday, the rifle team with their NCAA qualifying match. They've already locked up another conference title, taking down number 1 in the nation, Kentucky, to become the Great American Rifle Conference regular season champions again. Now they're seeking another natty. Women's basketball will be in action on Saturday at 2 p.m. Of course, the baseball series against Liberty will continue, be at 2 on Saturday. Gymnastics has an event at Arizona at 4 on Saturday. And then we get another men's basketball contest. Quick turnaround for West Virginia as they'll play at TCU at 5 p.m. on Saturday in a game that'll be televised on Peacock. And then wrestling back in action at Lock Haven at 6 p.m. on Saturday. And they've been having a phenomenal season, as I've been covering in the WVU News Daily episodes that we're putting out here every Monday through Friday, up to number 17 in the nation now after taking down a top 15 opponent this past week. And then, of course, on Sunday, baseball will conclude their series at Liberty with a 1 p.m. game there on ESPN+. So that's what else is coming this week, in addition to the can't-lose game tonight for WVU basketball, as I've been calling it. There's must-wins and there's can't-loses. I think this falls into the can't-lose category, right, in my opinion. Other than that, a couple little tidbits, and then I want to share that video of the UCF win, much like we do on the football side for the live streams after victories. We get to share the cinematic recaps. We got one on the basketball side we can share tonight as well. But hey, congrats to a former Mountaineer, Clint Trickett, heading to Maryland to take on the offensive coordinator role there. Previously had taken the job at Arkansas to be just the quarterback's coach, but now he's going to get to call plays again, going to Maryland to be the offensive coordinator and quarterback's coach there. And as some others have pointed out, my friend Mountaineers Headline being one of them, they are now going to be, closer to the rest of his family. Of course, with Travis, Chance, and Rick here at West Virginia, Clint now at Maryland, a little bit closer to the rest of his family. But congrats to another former Mountaineer. Other than that, just a couple videos I want to share with you guys, and then I'll answer any questions from channel members. If you got a super chat or anything, we'll catch up on those before we wrap up as well. But the football team has been working. They've been sharing some really cool cut-ups on social media. So let's share this one first, and then we'll get to the cinematic recap of the UCF win on the basketball side.
We have a saying around here. If you loaf, you play for the other team.
We have to live by it. Comfortable being uncomfortable. Everyone's saying that.
We will be the hardest playing team in America. You are going to get coached in West Virginia. You'll never be coached or work harder in your life when you're here, but you'll never be treated better. We owe it to you for you to be the best player you can be when you play at West Virginia.
Discipline is doing what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it, and doing that way all the time. And I won't be satisfied until we have 100% discipline.
Man, that's awesome. That'll have you wanting to run through a wall, won't it? I love that quote always. If you loaf, you play for the other team. Really cool cut up there. The team working, going through winter workouts. one of the most important times, getting that conditioning right for this up-tempo offense this upcoming season, getting, bigger, stronger, faster, all of those things. And, of course, we've been sharing the Weight Room Warriors on our WVU News Daily shows every week here as well, as West Virginia football has been putting them out. And we'll take all the little tidbits we can get as we lead up to spring practice and get set for year 2 of the Rich Rod 2.0 era in the 2026 season. So super excited about that. Tosh Miller, channel member here, appreciate you always, Tosh, says Wren is top-notch. That's for sure, man. Just continues to add to that awesome legacy. I think what he's doing for West Virginia, we have the right man in place at the right time, because it would be very easy for West Virginia to, slip and say, man, we don't have the money to, compete with some of these other schools and to remain competitive in today's collegiate landscape. Instead, Wren Baker says, no, I'm going to find creative ways. I'm going to get these partnerships, with the mulch, with the Grant County Mulch, with Swill Dog, with Omaha Steaks, with all these other companies that are going to bring in revenue. I'm going to upgrade the seating at the Coliseum, give some premium seating options to help our fan experience, and guess what? Bring in more revenue for the university, which is the name of the game in today's day and age here in college sports. And thank the Lord for Wren Baker and all that he's doing for sure. So with that, that's pretty much all I had. Besides, I want to share this great work by the WVU media team, putting together an awesome recap of the come from behind win over UCF. This one's about 2 or 3 minutes long. I think I'm going to let it play through, and then I'll come back, catch up on any other comments we may have, and then got to hop off here and get things ready for the game watch party stream for channel members for the 8:30 tip tonight. So let's check out this awesome job here by the WVU media team.
Welcome to Orlando, Florida, where tonight 2 of the surprise teams in the Big 12 will meet for the first of 2 regular season encounters.
Man, you already know what it is, man. Let's get this dub.
UCF likes to go up and down and move fast. WVU will try to slow and control the tempo. Which style will prevail? We're about to find out.
Compete to win and expect to win when you step out on the floor.
WVU and UCF on deck and coming your way. Floyd penetrates, shot clock at 4, puts up that floater with the left hand, it's up and it's in.
Great start for Jasper. UCF got confused.
Here's Honor with the ball, gonna let a 3 go, left side, he got it!
Bingo, going to
top of the circle. Flips the ball to Eagle Step, he curls, he drives, right side, puts up that floater, bouncing on the back iron, it goes up and it goes in. Right back to Amir, he penetrates in the lane, puts on the brakes, hold 8-footer, up and in! Jenkins! They got a double team on Lauren, pitches it out to Eagle Step, and Eagle Step gets the ball to Chance Moore, slam! Dunk down the baseline. Jasper Floyd at the top of the 3, penetrates in, Euro Step, puts it up to the rim, and it's in with 1 second to go. UCF inbounds, and it is halftime.
I'm proud of the response, and I'm very thankful. I told the team in the locker room, I'm thankful that they allow me to coach them hard and direct, and they allow me to tell them the truth. And sometimes they may not always like the way it's being said or what's being said, but they respect it, and that I appreciate them for that.
We get ready for the start of our second half. Time to get back to business. On to Jenkins. Shot clock to 6. Right side. Jasper Floyd. Step back 3 from the corner. Switch for Jasper Floyd. Shot clock down to 9. Bounces it in the lane. Moore puts the shot up and over. John Bull, the 7-2 center. Gets the ball to Honor. He'll step into a 3. Got it! And a foul with 10:02 to go. Honor Huff hit the 3-pointer in front of West Virginia's bench. And the Mountaineers now to within 7. Now puts up that baseline shot. Good! And a foul! And Laurent to Floyd. Right side 3 ball. Online swish with 1:47 to go. The young man from Tampa, Florida. It's down to 8. He's still over at the midcourt line. Obioha presents with a screen. Honor penetrates, pushes up a 3. Good! With 1 minute to go. And it is over in Orlando. The Mountaineers on Valentine's Day, February 14, rally from 14, and they knock off UCF, and it is a good night for the Mountaineers.
It's just like a competitive spirit, and everybody can see it, everybody can feel it. You know what I mean? And that was a big one, man. Big one, big plays across the board, man. Got stops when we had to. HO set some monster screens, dude. Yeah, man, love the response and love the fight and love the togetherness, man.
That's one thing you got to love about this team is their fight, their resiliency. 2 come from behind victories within, a couple of weeks there. The UCF one being the latest, and now they set themselves up for success down the stretch here and a chance to make the big dance. But hey, another reason why it's important that you're subscribed and you get notified when we're live here is so you can catch those, cinematic recaps when we share them, because of the music in there. It'll probably be edited out when you're watching it on the playback. Unfortunately, that's how that goes. That's why it's important to catch these live when you can. But I do appreciate you watching either way, live or on the playback. And while you're in here, like I said, if you hit that thumbs up button, help me out with that crazy algorithm. And if you're not a channel member, good time to become one, because we do have the watch party coming for the game tonight, which I'm about to hop off here and get everything ready for that game watch-along stream with you guys that are channel members and all of that good stuff. But got a good feeling about this game tonight. Like I said, it's a can't-lose one, so let's hope West Virginia doesn't lose it against, the team that's in last place in the Big 12 currently. But as I've said, throughout the day today when I've talked about this game, whether it be on WVU News Daily earlier or when I had the privilege to go on to Locked On West Virginia earlier, there's no gimmies in this conference. Utah obviously only has one conference win, but the Big 12's tough. Games aren't played on paper. Got to go out there and make it happen. So let's hope West Virginia does just that tonight at 8:30, and be watching it with you channel members, and we'll have a good time there in the watch party. But just to recap, in case any of you guys popped in late, of course, rewind and catch it for yourself. But just wanted to talk a little bit about Wren Baker finding another creative revenue source for West Virginia with the upgrades coming to the Hope Coliseum with the premium seating. Just adds to the long list of cool things he's done in finding ways to bring revenue to WVU. And then, of course, hit on some basketball and football news tidbits as well there throughout the show. But appreciate all you guys that came in here live, or if you watched on the playback. Either way, you watching means a lot to me. Need all the support I can get now, as this is part of my full-time job since January moving forward, and that's why the content has ramped up, and it will continue. Putting out the WVU News Daily videos every Monday through Friday, and continuing to do more streams like this one, going to be doing multiple per week. So like I said, subscribe if you haven't already. Really means a lot to me. If you didn't get a chance to chat here live, go ahead, drop your comment there in the comment section. I will respond in text form as well. But that'll pretty much do it here for the live stream, the February 18th edition. Do another one of these again soon. Look out for WVU News Daily coming at you tomorrow morning in pre-recorded fashion on the channel, as is the case here every weekday morning. Appreciate you guys as always. I'm Jordan Cruz, and until next time, let's go Mountaineers.